To perform a patient discharge, it's important that we first review all of our patient care management profile care sets and problems and verify that any last documentation is complete. Prior to changing the status of any of your care sets to discharge, this process must be completed, or flow sheets will drop off of the care set and will not be completed following the discharge of the patient. Let's ensure that we have an opportunity to view all items to be reviewed by clicking on the tree with the plus sign to open the fields for all of the care set outcomes and interventions. One at a time, review each of the care sets and each of the outcomes and interventions and verify that your documentation is complete. Also be sure to review each of the assessment flow sheets for any last-minute documentation associated. Finally, proceed to the discharge summary. By scrolling down to the unit standards of care, you will find the discharge summary. Click on the flow sheet and perform a complete documentation of the patient's discharge by charting New. Enter the information as appropriate to the patient's discharge location. For example, home, assisted living, board and care, or other. Complete each field thoroughly. When you have all fields completed, click Chart and Exit. Let's return to the previous screen and back to patient care management. Finally, it is important to close out each of the care sets for discharge. Simply click on each care set heading one at a time and select Discharged and save. Note that that care set now has dropped off the patient care management profile. Prior to discharging the patient out of the system or out of the hospital bed, it's important that each of these are addressed. This concludes the discharge process.